Point where you want to go. Head and shoulders, you've got a point and where you want to go. And then it's all about just getting that little bit more aggression on the clutch and throttle just to get it to start spinning. With the bike leant over and a little bit more aggression than usual pulling away, it's going to spin because there's hardly any tread on the floor there. And that last little bit before I go, I lean the bike, and as the bike moves, I take a step forward or take a step around, and the bike will follow you. If you don't take that step, you only go to there. So lean it, a little bit of throttle before you clutch. I take that step, and the bike will come around nicely. On the bike, it's exactly the same. I set myself up. The foot is pointing as far as I can. I lean the bike as much as I'm comfortable with. I look with my head and shoulders in the direction I want to go. A little bit of drive, and you can come around nicely.
So moving on from the spin turn, one of the next things we look at, as you saw in the video, is we actually teach you on level 3 how to brake slide and power slide the GS.
Straight and skid. As I want to turn, I drop the head and shoulders and the leg, and it will come round. I keep that back brake on until I'm stuck.
There is a tyre mark on it, Neil.
You should go a bit faster. Go faster. Do it faster. That's pretty good.
That's close enough for me.
So the next step from the skid turn to make it a power slide is that point where we've come to a stop on the skid, that you're still rolling a tiny bit. If we stand ourselves up and drive out of it, the back should come around nicely. That's it. So skid turn, crouch down, as we pull away, we drive out. Now, with the traction control off in Enduro Pro, it will let you slide, but not a lot as it did there. So with the traction control off, we can get a little bit looser. We can go a little bit more skiddy. Just over we go. So, straight line skid, turn, and power out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's got to be worth a round of applause. There's not a lot of room to be thrown at GS. We're going to let Neil off the leash now, so.
Okay, so the preload exercise is about unweighting the bike over obstacles. Using the suspension and the bike just to get over an obstacle. Much safer, much more control. And it is about technique, it's not about speed. So we compress the legs, a little bit of drive, using that suspension, combined with your legs, a little bit of timing as well.
Brand new, something polished, which was great. Brakes are brand new as well, so the pads have not been used, so this is a brand new motorcycle, up to third gear, fourth gear, up towards right of brakes. First hand mechanical jobs are going to be nice and steady into the left hander, back to second gear, really nice and steady. That's why I went straight on the Superstock race the year after on the first lap, not ideal. Wave at the ground on the left hand side, little wheelie, say hello. Bear in mind this is a demo lap, so we're not going to be going that fast really, to be quite honest, but we do anyway. This is quite a late lap, so the sun's going to start playing havoc up to 6th gear through Snubberah. We've got to really watch the sun now as we're coming into Union Mills, so we're back a couple of gears. Under the hedge on the left hand side of the road there, back to third gear, move over to the right hand side of the road, stand the bike up in the middle of the track, so we're quickly go to the left there, stand the bike back up, big jump, down into the bump in the dip, now get power really hard, last gear really got a bit to the back there, fourth gear, another wheelie again, fifth gear, and then we're going to head up to 6, and it's wheeling again now with some people on the left hand side always waving there, so people are big wheelie up to 6th gear now, pitching through this next right hander, big wheelie up the exit, top gear, starting 85 miles an hour, just there. The something be a bit of a pain right now. We're back to 50 gears, we'll have a scare. Back down to 195, nearly 200 mile an hour. We're down to DJ's bike, still trying to lead. This section right now never gets used by the road traffic, so it's always damp. The track's always cold and a bit green, it's always horrible. That's what that white and red flag is for just there. As we round the corner, we've got the yellow and red flag there. That's just saying that there's dampness on the track, so be nice and gentle through here. Really, really easy to fall off and look like an idiot. Doing 10 miles an hour again. Short shift to second before you come back out onto the start finish. This is great country road again. Second gear, third gear, nice big wheelie. Thank you very much. I'm going to have a breather.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter, take it back. I've lost count of the number of times I've watched that. It is truly astounding. The level of detail. You said to me after last time I watched it that what you're saying there is about a quarter of the details that will be in at any given time.
Yeah, I literally cannot talk fast enough to actually tell you what I'm looking at or seeing or processing at the time, but I'm sure you just from that got a bit of an insight of I basically know every millimetre of the track. I know where the bumps are, I know where I want to be with the brake points, the gear change points, my apex points, everything about it. We know the tree moves. That there is probably 2 to 3 minutes slower than what we're doing on the Superbike. That was actually only about 118 mile an hour average. So we think we're doing 135 mile an hour average. It's a long way up.
Well, thanks for talking to us, Peter. Look forward to hearing about your plans for next year, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.